Now that's an intro I'm sure you guys have not seen in a long time. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's iCameraNai, and I'm super excited to bring you some information regarding Gran Turismo 7, probably one of the most anticipated racing games for the next couple of years, and when it's going to be coming out. But guys, before we get straight into the video and all the news and information I'm going to be bringing to you guys, be sure to click the red subscribe button right below the video to join the Saint Army, and don't forget to click that like button too. It really helps me out. So Polyphony Digital, the guys behind the Gran Turismo series, probably one of the most successful series that ever came to a console or even a pretty much games history. It sold immense amount of copies. For you guys didn't know, Gran Turismo 5 is the most sold game on the PlayStation 3. So this is a huge series. So Polyphony Digital, a huge company. Of course, some leaks are gonna come out, and it is rumored currently that Gran Turismo 7 will be released in the third quarter of 2017, which is not a huge surprise for me. PlayStation 4 needs to get a solid racing game out there. PlayStation was known for having racing games, and right now the only decent one, I guess you could say, is Drive Club. And Drive Club isn't all that good of a game in my personal opinion. I bought it, I played it, it wasn't for me. It didn't have the realistic feel that Gran Turismo does have, and which is known for. So hopefully we're going to be seeing this game in 2017. But if we look to the past, what can we see? Now, when the PlayStation 3 first came out, they had the exact same problem where there was no major racing game. Gran Turismo wasn't there. So what did they do? A couple years into the PlayStation 3's life cycle, they released Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. Now, the best way for me to explain what Prologue is, if you guys have never played it, just imagine it like GT5, the full game, but just like maybe 12 or to 20 tracks and about 120 cars. And they're all HD, really intense, good-looking cars. Now, that's what Prologue is. Now, you guys may be wondering, that sounds like a normal racing name. Well, when it came to Gran Turismo 5, I think we got about 1,000 cars. 700 of them were pretty much Gran Turismo 4 graphics, unfortunately. And then the rest were really HD and upscaled with a bunch of new maps. That's basically how Gran Turismo run these days. They have a lot of brand new cars that are all upscaled to the full resolution that a PlayStation can handle, and then they shove in there a bunch of ugly looking Gran Turismo 3 and 4 cars. Now, I don't imagine they're going to be doing anything different for Gran Turismo 7. Maybe there'll be a bunch of new HD cars. Maybe this time we'll have 500 HD cars. You know, moving on with the times, Polyphony Digital, and maybe another 500 down-res, ugly-looking cars. But if we were to hear anything about this, it especially being confirmed, look to next year's E3 or this year's PlayStation experience. For you guys that don't know what the PSX experience is, it's a new thing that Sony started last year. That's when we first saw the brand new Uncharted 4 gameplay, and it's scheduled to be this year as well. So we could see obviously some more Gran Turismo, well, more Uncharted stuff, and then potentially, fingers crossed here, we could see some Gran Turismo stuff. But if not, definitely hear and expected to be at next year's E3. Gran Turismo has not been at E3 for a couple of years now. We just got little glimpses that, like, yeah, Gran Turismo's in development, which is kind of obvious. It's such a huge studio, they wouldn't be sitting around doing nothing, but expect to be hearing something next year and possibly Prologue at the end of 2016. And hopefully the final game will not be delayed and it will come out in 2017, but you know, it is Gran Turismo. The game does get delayed and delayed and delayed again. I think it took, let's see, I think the PlayStation 3 came out in 2006, and I think Gran Turismo 5 came out in 2011, if that sounds right. Like, it took forever to make that game. Hopefully they don't make the same mistake. I know the PlayStation 3 architecture was far too difficult for a lot of developers to actually develop games for, and it seems that everybody's enjoying the PlayStation 4's architect, considering how it's so much like a PC, and a lot of people have experience developing on their PCs because that's what they do for a living. You know, that's the main platform when you debase your game off of. So hopefully we'll be seeing Gran Turismo a lot sooner. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Be sure to smack that like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe button too. And as always, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.